GM. A little bit of a later one today, but it is what it is. Sometimes life gets in the way. Hopefully, you're all having a wonderful Thursday. It truly was a beautiful Thursday today. So we can actually jump straight in. I was just backtesting here. Like I said, this is the position that I took for the week here. And I also realized something. I know I'm jumping straight into this, but this position here, it was weird. And I don't like weird. I like very, very simple, right? So, when I was marking this up, I didn't really understand it. And I should have, because I started spending a lot of time on it trying to understand it. And that's not really what the strategy is for. Your strategy is not to try to find a different circumstance where it's playing out, but it's not your strategy. It's like having the perfect car. I'm going to come up with a good analogy here. Having the perfect car, having everything, if you follow a set of steps. And then you can have a different car, but you have no idea how much, mileage, how much it's been used, what type of car it is. It's just a car, right? In the same sense, in this one, where I use my strategy, I have so many instances of the trade functioning, working, maintaining, all like entry signals, everything, right? But instead, with this one, for example, I just have a weird looking position. That's all I have. So it's very important to stay extremely true to your strategy, because the second you start deviating from it, well, even if it's a variation of your strategy, it's not your strategy. It's like saying, two cars of 2 different years are exactly the same car. It's not, it's a slight variation, and that slight variation might have a big impact, right? So just a slight note on that, because I realized that today I've not had an instance where it didn't work the way exactly how it used to, or how it's always been working out. But today I had it and I thought, wow, okay, this is a bit of a teaching moment. Do not deviate from your strategy, because this had to close, let's say, Tuesday, 16th of July. But we don't know what time it had to close, right? So this was Wednesday, so let's say it closed at 12 o'clock, right? This turned bullish before that. So that's not part of the strategy. And that's what was really, really quite confusing me. And I couldn't be asked with it. I am not going to change my strategy. I've done that so many times in my strategy hopping stage that I thought, this is completely ridiculous. Just leave this. This trade is not going to make or break your account. And just leave it. That's why you have so many pairs, right? Now, I'm obviously not talking to you. I'm just more talking to myself in the sense that, look at all the pairs you have, and you're getting confused about one thing because you're not understanding it. Just leave it. You don't need to understand it. If you want to explore it, that's fine, right? If you want to explore and test and all these things. But I'm not interested in doing that. I just want to have the strategy work. I sit on the desk, I trade. When it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No need to understand that to be profitable. That was one. So that was the teaching lesson of today. Today was a very, low confluence trading time. I don't even know how to say it, just because there's just nothing to do. I was keeping an eye on the charts. This is looking pretty nice though. If it breaks the lower high here, I might be looking on a little position here next week, definitely, because Friday is obviously tomorrow, and as you all know, if you don't, I don't trade Fridays ever. Even if God himself flew down and said this is the perfect setup, I'm not going to do it because it's against my rules. I've seen too much weird stuff happen. I've seen too many things happen. It's not my style. Fridays is just too much sell-offs. And if you're wondering why, it's because people who have hedge fund managers and all these things, my understanding is that they need to sell it before the weekend, so price fluctuates in weird terms. Like, for example, I literally just select the Friday here, sell. Guarantee you find the next one, sell. Next one, let's see. here, massive sell, right? So you go every single Friday, there's always something happen. Friday, sell. Tuesday, let's see, Friday, sell. You can go on for literally forever. Now sometimes there are some bull rallies like this, but again, rare. So this one did not get a break. Did not get a break, but above the lower high. It tried, attempted to, but it just simply did not. So we're going to take a look at this on Sunday swings and see if we can come up with any prediction on anything on these pairs here. That's what Sunday swings are for. So this one really took me for a walk here, because I have never had this many daily area of interests, but this just had a phenomenal amount of daily interests that I felt like I couldn't not take it, because I didn't take that, but you can see here so many confluences to have different ones, right? But again, no trade present on this. It didn't even close at any of them out of 4, so no trade. Same with this, just never came down. And finally, GDP USD looked hella weird. Even if it didn't, doesn't really matter because it didn't close inside or even close to a weekly, daily area of interest. That was pretty much it. Tomorrow, I'll still inform you what happened. If there's any trades that I could have taken that I didn't. Obviously, again, don't trade it. But I'm happy to help those who do. So I usually post my setups and I go, right, this is what I'm looking at, etc. But on Fridays, I'm much more relaxed in the sense that I don't put alerts. I don't do really anything. I just kind of analyze it for my own sake because I like watching the strategy play out. So, for example, I don't trade BTC, USD. So I don't trade Bitcoin. That's what it is. But I like looking at it once in a while. I just like looking, this daily area of interest. Okay, well, I could see a reaction coming off this and this, right? So that's just, you have to have some sort of interest in the market. If you're just here to extract money like an ATM, I don't think that's going to really work. Everybody who I ever met, or anybody who I've ever seen or heard or anything, they all have an innate desire to understand and comprehend what's happening in the markets as a trader, at least. They don't just go in and go boom, boom, boom. Some might, if it's automatic or algo trading. Could very well be that they just go in, oh yeah, my strategy's playing out, boom, boom, done. And I find that to be the case because usually you'd get quite bored of it regardless how much money you're making. Because let's say that you make, I'm not going to go on this tangent here at fucking 11 o'clock, right? It's not going to happen. But that was pretty much it. Thank you for the tuning in again. Tomorrow, again, like I said, just some analysis, chill. I thought of doing ever live, but I think that would be too much stress. And if somebody showed up, that would be pretty annoying. Because you have no idea who or what or when and all these things. So, thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, I'll see you motherfuckers next time.